Yes, you did read the title right. I have switched to predictions. Did I forget to put that in there? So today is, April 1st. And I thought, to be silly goofy, I could make a video that just says I have a Switch 2. But then I figured like it could be kind of cool to talk about my predictions the day before. I did make a bingo card, so that's what you're going to be seeing on the screen. I want to keep this pretty short, so I'm not going to talk about the Switch 1 Direct that just happened. I do talk about that in my direct reaction video. I pre-recorded that already, so that's ready to go. But I just want to talk a little bit about my bingo card, because I'm kind of bored and it's April Fool's, so I wanted to upload a video that says I have Switch 2. The first thing on my bingo card, I think, is something we all just kind of expect. It's the mouse and the Joy-Con. We all know it, we all love it, we all want it. I don't know why we all want it. Personally, I don't like using a mouse for anything. I don't use it for like shooters or anything. I don't really play like Sims or games like that, so I don't really see myself using it very much, but I do expect them to talk about it. I think we all do. The next thing on my bingo card is Mario Kart X. Yeah, we all expect Mario Kart. They showed it already. I'm really excited to see if it is in fact like 24 players, because that would be super, super cool. The next thing on the card is the C spot. Nintendo did actually accidentally leak a picture of it on the news app that I totally have and I totally saw when they did it, and not on Twitter, even though I do actually have the app. May release, I just want it to release in May because May is my birthday, and that would be such a cool gift. I don't think it actually is, but fingers crossed. $400 price again. That would just be like the perfect price for it. I don't know if that's what it's actually gonna be. But being that the OLED is still $350, I think $400 is a pretty good like range, and it's something that I can afford right now. If it's anything over like $500, $600, oh Lord. Zelda remake, we have been talking about this throughout the entire Switch's lifespan. Everybody seems to want the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess remakes, and so do I. I've actually never played Wind Waker. I'm sorry, don't shoot me. I don't have a GameCube controller. I don't have a GameCube. I don't really emulate things very often because I use a Mac. I think you can, but I don't know how to. That's too much for me. Ow, I hit my leg. Switch Online, just fix it. Just fix it, please. Especially if there's going to be 24 player Mario Kart. Fix it. I don't want it to be stuttering the whole time. It's gonna ruin Mario Kart. Just fix it. Fix the online, and while you're at it, fix the eShop. I don't want to be seeing porn every time I go to look for Mario. Please. 3D Mario, I think that one's kind of a given. I know we all want it. I did see the leak recently that was like Nintendo uploaded the trailers to their channel and put them on private, and one of them was 3D Mario, so maybe, I don't know if that's real or not, we'll see tomorrow. I put Miyamoto game. I'm really hoping it's Kid Icarus, but we all know, I think at this point, that Miyamoto is working on something. I don't particularly think it's Smash just because Ultimate was so big, but Kid Icarus, he could do it. We could do it. We could finally get a new one. I hit my leg again. Again. I just personally have always adored Kid Icarus Uprising. It was like one of my first games that I ever beat. I was one of those children that would play a game for like 10-15 hours. I still kind of am, and just not beat it, and then when I went back to it and restart, I still do that with some things, but I try more often than not to beat a game if I'm playing it. Kid Icarus was like the reason I did that, because it was genuinely one of the coolest stories that my child brain had ever seen in a video game. It's such a cool game. I know the controls are kind of weird, but we can fix that on Switch too. And genuinely, like, if you have small hands or are just more comfortable playing with a stylus anyway, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, my hands did cramp a lot when playing the game, but it was worth it. It was worth it. ARMS 2. If you are already subscribed or you saw my last video, you know I love ARMS. ARMS was one of my first ever Switch games. It's one of my favorite. I don't know if it's one of my favorite, but it is a really good game. It's really fun, and I would love to see them expand on it. I talked about that in the last video. Kirby. We all expect Kirby. Kirby's always there. Kirby is a constant. Kirby is the one bright light at almost every single direct. Kirby is just there, and we love him. A white man. There's always a white man. It's some dude's gonna talk about how his game was ported to Switch. Maybe like Doom. I don't know. A white man. Amiibo. I think they might like just address if Amiibo can work on the Switch too, because I feel like that's something that we all want to know, and it's something that they probably wouldn't want to leave out, especially because Amiibo sales were so crazy. I don't know if they still are, but I remember when they were. I just think it's something that they need to touch on, and if they don't, I might be a little disappointed. Silk Song, I just put this there for shits and giggles at this point. I don't know if this game will ever come out. But if it does, hey, I'm excited for it. Elden Ring, I do genuinely think this might happen. This or Halo. I went back and forth on which one to put on here, but I think like a really, really big third-party game would be super, super cool. Elden Ring is like obviously really big right now. Halo was really big. The Master Chief Collection on Switch would be a really, really cool thing, but in terms of like current relevancy, I think Elden Ring is probably the way to go, and it might be the way they go. I mean, the Switch 1 trailer showed off Skyrim, like the first trailer, so I mean, this is the Skyrim moment. It's just Elden Ring. 60 FPS, 1080p. It might be AI upscaled to some of that, but I mean, it's not really generative AI. It's not the bad one that everybody's scared of. It's kind of just like the computer chip upscaling it inside the, I don't know, a bunch of big words. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, I'm sorry, I can't explain it any better. A new IP, I think this one's just kind of a given. It doesn't have to be like something big. It could be something like 1-2 Switch, but not 1-2 Switch, not 1-2 Switch. Something like Nintendo Land, Wii Sports, you know, just something like that. And it's technically a new IP, but it's not like a big like franchise character IP, you know? Metroid Prime 4, I think that it is going to get like a bit of an upscaled Switch 2 version, something like that. And I think that's how they're gonna like demonstrate it. Like, oh, this is how Metroid Prime 4 looks on the Switch you saw last week. Here's how Metroid Prime 4 is gonna look on the Switch 2. And by no means did Metroid Prime 4 look bad. It looked absolutely beautiful, actually. And if that was Switch 1 footage, that we saw, fuck. Why haven't they been doing that the whole time? Retro needs to help out with Pokemon, damn. It looks cool. It looks cool, and I think they're gonna upscale it or whatever for Switch 2. Ever Oasis is on here just for personal reasons again. It was the last game I bought on the last new game, I should say, that I bought on the 3DS. It's so cool, and I don't think enough people have played it, and I think just a port with a little bit of upscaling, you know, fix the FPS, whatever. I think it could do pretty good. I think it deserves a second chance, is what I'm saying. I really should have added this into my last video, but the last video was just about Switch games. But, you know, Ever Oasis, give it a shot if you haven't played it. It's pretty cheap usually at like retro game stores if you can find it. Mother 3, I don't know why I put this on here. I put this on here because Mother 3, that's it. Same with the next one, JRPG, I mean, that's pretty much a given. I could have put farming game or JRPG, and we could have probably gotten both. I could have put both on here. I could have gotten rid of Mother 3 and put farming game, but I chose not to because I guess I don't want to win this bingo. Themes. Something everybody has been asking for forever. Themes. The 3DS ones were so cool, and then we just took a step back. My 3DS personally has the Ashley from WarioWare theme, and I love it. I love that every time I open up my DS, it's playing the little Ashley theme song. It's so cute, and I don't understand where it is. Where is it? Where's the themes? GTA 5. I don't think GTA 6 is gonna be on this thing, but I mean, maybe GTA 5. We've already got the little collection. I think 5 just a nice good port of just 5, and maybe not charge $60-$70 for it. It might be cool. I don't know. I don't play Grand Theft Auto ever, but it's cool for the people that like those games and want to take them portably. The last thing on here is a Xenoblade X upgrade. I'm sure a lot of you, if you're like Nintendo fans, have seen the thing that apparently in the code of Xenoblade X, there is like a switch or something that the developers have access to at any time to turn it to 60 FPS, 1080, something like that. I don't know. I didn't do any research for this video, so I don't remember things exactly. This is for my enjoyment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Xenoblade X can be upscaled or can run better. It's just being held back by the hardware, and I think they're just waiting for the Switch too. I think that's something we will hear from. That's my bingo card. I'm so sorry I tricked you with the title, but it's April Fool's. That's kind of the whole point. Nintendo Life posted Play I this morning as like a good gag. So fuck it, let's get ready for Switch 2, baby.